Hey everyone, this is just a little test video to see if Sue can see me, because we want to go live in about 20 minutes. I think I might even be able to invite her. My viewers. Let's see if I can see Sue. Sue, are you there? I can't even tag you. Maybe you're already watching me. Are you there? Can you just leave me a comment if you can see me? I would love to be able to go. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Okay, wait. I think it might work. Because Sue doesn't have. Just adding you now. See what happens on your screen. Sue.
Hello.
Yay! It works.
Yay!
That is so cool. Just stay on for 1 minute. I want to have a look what that looks like on the other end of the Lash Tribe group.
Okay.
And then we can do this properly again.
Yeah, no worries.
Because you're still busy, right?
Yeah, no, I can. I can go now.
Oh, okay, great. Well, then we might as well do it now. Hi.
Hello.
Let me see what it looks like on the page. Let me see if we can hear.
Yay!
That works. Awesome. I wonder how we can make you bigger. Hang on a sec. I don't think we can. And then we can do this properly again. No, it works good. Oh, now I don't know how to turn it off. Okay. Well, it works.
Yeah, well, I'm free.
You're free? Well, there's people watching. Hi, Risa. Hi, Eden. Hi, Amy. This was supposed to be a test, but now it's not. So I don't even know if I can edit the post to call it something different. No, I can't. That's okay. I'll do it afterwards. That's all good. Or we start again. No, it's okay. Amy's here already. Cool. So yesterday I had a little spur of the moment idea, like I like to have them all the time. And the idea was, let me see if I can put my phone somewhere else so it's in a bit nicer area. Whoa, hang on. Maybe that didn't work. Wait.
Yep.
Hey, Jessica. Okay, cool. That's a little bit nicer. Oh, showing cleavage. So I had this idea yesterday that I want to feature some of our members on here and hear a little bit about their story and how long they've been lashing, what they've been going through. And that doesn't necessarily have to be students of mine. It could be anyone. And we had quite a few people comment on it that they wanted to go live with me, and I was like, oh wow, this is amazing, this is great. Not only is it great for practice to go live, which is good for your page and everything like that, but it's also, I think, really good to kind of showcase your business and teach a little bit of I guess, this is my story, this is what I've been through, this is how I overcame certain things, this is what I still need help with and all that. So it's like a little, I guess it's like a little Lash Tribe member vlog type of thing, and I think that would be really, really nice to feature people. Yeah, and you are like the first one now, so yay. Ooh. Sue. I actually wrote a few questions down. I don't usually tend to plan these things out, but I should. And so I think we're gonna call it #Mylashstory. Cool. I actually wanted to call it My Lash Life, but there's already a company called My Lash Life, and I didn't want to steal any ideas. So we're going to call it #Mylashstory. And today, Sue's the first person. There's another 20 people or so that wanted to do this. And I think we do this at least once a week, maybe on a different day, depending on their time zone, because it's going to be so interesting to see what everyone else is doing in different countries and how their business is set up and everything. So with any further ado, let me ask you a few questions, Sue, and then you can literally just take over. So just explain to everyone, where are you based? What is your business name? And maybe how long have you been lashing for?
Okay. My name is Sue. My business is called Lash and Glo, and I do lashing and spray tanning. So that's the glow bit of the lash. I'm in Perth, yeah, Western Australia, and my little business is from a little spare bedroom in the back of my house.
And how long have you been doing that for?
My first training was in August 2015, and
Yeah, about
then
4 years-ish.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I opened up my business in the January 16, so 3 years.
Okay. And when do you work? Do you work night times or do you
I
work
I
full
work
time throughout the day?
I work my first client's at 9, and I do 4 clients a day, sometimes 5, and I finish at about, my last client's either 5 or 6 o'clock, so I finish, if it's a full set, I finish at 7:30. If it's just a refill, I have an early night.
Cool. Do you have breaks in between? Please
I
don't say no.
do. Okay.
I
do.
Gotta look
Yeah, no,
after
I do.
ourselves.
I always have um, at least half an hour before each client, at least, sometimes
Cool.
more. Depends what I've done. I just find that with my eyes and everything, 4 clients is plenty for me, and financially that's enough for me. So yeah, it works.
What were you doing before you started your little Lash and Glow business?
I'm a trained dental nurse, and then from there I went to work on the school bus with kids with special needs. So I did that for 13 years. So I was the carer, and for 10 years I did really kids with, I looked after children with very high needs. And then the last 2 years I worked more behavioural, high functioning autistic kids, and that was very, very demanding. So that's when I thought, I'm not getting any younger, and I love my lashing. So one day I just said to my husband, what do you think? And he said, go for it. So here we are.
But how did you get into the lashing bit? Because I mean, I have my own little story of how I got into it, because I had some really seriously bad lashes applied to my eye, and I was like, surely this can be done better. What's your story behind it?
I didn't even know lash extensions existed. I didn't know anything about the beauty industry. I knew nothing. But my daughter, she did Arbonne for quite a while, and she found she could do amazing makeup, but she didn't have any certificate. So she wanted to go and do a training, but she didn't want to go alone. So Mum said, okay, I'll go too. I'll be your...
Oh, wow.
I'll come with you. So we did this course, and I didn't like it. Makeup I found too stressful. Really? But the girls were talking about, I was the oldest there, I was the nana. And all the girls were talking about these lash extensions. And I'm like, oh, what's this? And so I sort of did a little bit of, asked a few questions, and I thought, oh, with my dental nurse training, I like to work, I've got that dexterity, and maybe I could do this. So, and at that time of my life, it was, it's a bit personal, but it was really, my whole family went through a very traumatic experience, and we were all not in a good place. And I was finding myself, before I did lashing, because on the school bus I did 2 shifts a day. So I would go to work at 5 in the morning. I'd be back at 9. I'd go to bed. I'd get up. I'd go back to work for 2. I'd come home at 5:30. I'd eat. I'd go to bed, because I just didn't want to face the day. I didn't want to face the world, because it was just so...
Just kept you busy.
Was just too hard. So I just blocked everything out by sleeping and working. So that's when I saw the lashes. I thought, this is something I can focus on. It will get it, and it just gave me a new lease of life. I was able to, I just loved it from the very first minute, even though my first training was, it wasn't very good at all. It was like 6 hours, and two of those or 3 of those were theory, and the 3 of us were model. But I
I
loved
remember
it.
those days.
I loved it though, and I thought I was really hot shit.
So did I.
I thought
You
I was
didn't
the
know any
best.
better back then.
And
Right?
then I joined. I started to. Oh, I had an allergy, and I didn't know what to do. So I started going on the internet, and I rang the company, and they were like, "Oh, you've got to banana peel them off," and I'm like, "What the hell is that?" I just didn't know. So I started, and I was scared to use the gel because I'd never used the gel before. She had a sty, that's right, not an allergy. And I was really scared. So I got on Facebook and I just sort of searched lash groups. And I think you'd not long started Lash Tribe. So I joined, and a few other groups as well. And that's when I just sort of started learning. I didn't even ask questions or anything, but I started learning from what other people were talking about. And then I knew I needed to do more training and didn't have a clue where to go. So I did a bit of research for here in Perth, which all looked amazing, but I just couldn't afford it. My business was at the ground stage. I didn't have the spare money. I was scared to spend the money in case it didn't work. And then I won half price for Lash Tribe. I won the competition.
I remember that.
And that's where,
like 3 years ago.
Yeah, and that's where my career, I say where my career really started. And from there I did, and then it's a year now, it's just over a year since I went full time. And in between that, I met you at the Lash Con, which was a real turning point for me, Lash Con. It's a shame we don't have it anymore. And I met a few ladies who I'm still friends with today, and it just turned everything around. Met you, spoke about volume, and which I did the online course for, but me and the Russian don't get on very well. So
you need some hands-on, I think.
I think so, yeah. Well, I went and did some hands-on with one of your students as well, we've become really good friends, Rosie. And she taught me so much. But no, I still need a bit more. But I'm really obsessed with your new lashes. I'm obsessed with your 0.05s.
Oh, the pre-mades.
Yeah. Yes, I'm obsessed with them. I love them.
What do you think? What are some products, and it doesn't have to be Lash Tribe, what are some of your favorite products that you could share with people that you have been using, that you find you always fall back to and you really, really love, like adhesive or a remover or whatever?
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be Lash Tribe. I just want to give people as much information and value as we can here to recommend new products.
I love I always use Sky Glue now. I've tried many, and I always go back to that. And my favourite at the moment is the clear. I just keep going back to it. It just works my conditions. I just love it. So I try other things, but always go back to that. My remover is your Lash Tribe remover. That's the best. I just love that. Tweezers, I love my little trusty Dumont tweezers. I use them for my classics. I love them. My
Don't
lashes.
drop them.
Sorry?
Don't ever drop Dumonts. I
know.
I bought Dumont tweezers 2 days after I bought them, or maybe even the day after. I dropped them straight away. It's $100. I was like crying.
And I did that with the DeBonder, the Super Bond. I didn't put the lid on properly, and I knocked it off, and there was my $80 sitting on the floor in a pool of just.
Oh God.
And my lashes, I buy a few different lashes. I love Frankie's Lashes' new matte flat lashes. I really like those, and I have
to try them. I have not yet.
Yeah, well, they don't have that shiny look, so I really like them.
I don't like them.
No,
shiny.
And I like the I've still got loads. I haven't bought any in a while, but the clover ones, I think I got them from Mimi, the clover lash. I like, yeah, from Lashia. And I've got some Lock Lash. So I sort of go between Lash Tribe.
Got a few brands.
Yeah, but my pre-made volume lashes, I mean, I've got a box of thousands of dollars worth of lashes that I will never ever use, that I've tested and tried. But the Lash Tribe ones, they're beautiful. So I found my pre-made.
That's good. Thank you for the feedback. I'll pass it on to Barbara, because Barbara actually is the one that helped, you know, develop them. Cool. Do you have any favorite techniques you want to share? I know you don't really like doing volume as such, but even when it comes to any tips when you come to setting up or lashing, is there something that you think, yeah, this is amazing, this really works for me? Maybe something that makes you faster, or like a setup or technique you can share?
Yeah, I need to get a little table that goes on the side of my my lash bed. But what I did, I got a piece of MDF and I've stuck it under the mattress, under the pillow, and then under the mattress. So, and then I put a towel over it. So I've got like an extension on the side of my bed, and I have all my tweed. I've got trolleys, but they're a bit far away. And I found I don't have enough room on my Ruthie pillow. So I've got this little bit of wood thing here with a towel on it, and I have everything lined up there. So I just find...
Can you show?
I haven't got it set up at the moment, but I can post later. Yeah, I can post later.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it just you've got to not put too heavy on it, because it can tip, but when no one's there. So I pack it up. Yeah. I pack it up every night, and I haven't set it up today. So I do that, and I just usually, I'm pretty standard, follow what you've taught me. Yeah.
Well, that's not pretty standard though. You think now it is standard, but I find out every single day it's not.
Okay.
And I guess that's why the group is good. That's why I wanted to do this live videos, because everyone can share their favorite techniques and tips and everything, because we can take so much away from each other, because one person isn't enough to teach another person, right? You got to continuously update your training. I mean, I train myself, at least do 2 courses a year myself, just to keep up to date with my training. Were there any particular struggles?
I use a lot of tape.
Yeah.
I use a lot of tape, because in my first training, I taught myself that in my first training, when I did my daughters, I couldn't get in properly, so I used a little bit of tape, but I got into trouble. And when I sent my photos off, they said, oh, no, we don't use, that's bad for the skin. But I use a lot of tape. I mean, I detack it and all that. But to get into the corners and this bit's up here, and yeah, I do use a lot of tape. I think that's the best tip ever.
Yeah, I can recommend the NextCare sensitive tape, especially if you have older clients. Is that the one you use as well?
Yes,
it's
I do.
It's like a bluey color tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really good, because it's quite gentle on the skin, because a lot of the times micropore tape just sucks up the oils on the skin. It doesn't even seem sticky when you put it on, but it literally sucks it all in. And then when you remove it, sometimes the lashes come out with it, or the skin comes out. If you have someone with really sensitive skin, it leaves like red marks. And that NextCare sensitive tape does it. You probably would have, because you weren't in the hospital, you were a dental nurse, but they use it in the hospital for like wound care and stuff like that. So it's really, really good. I wanted to know, I have my little notes here.
Yeah.
Did you have any kind of like struggles or thinking when you're just starting out, oh, it's not going to go because of this and this, and how did you overcome that? Is there something you can share, this was bad, then I had my aha moment, and now it's like this? Is there something you can share?
I think
any struggles?
Yeah, I struggled everything. I couldn't hold the I couldn't use the straight tweezers. and I didn't know there was curved tweezers, and I couldn't get. Oh, I was just so awkward, and yeah, so that was a real struggle. But then I just went on to groups, and from groups, forums, I found up lots of other different things. Any struggle I've had, I've combated straight away. If I don't know something, I either ask someone or I'll go onto a group and look up videos and things like that. I do struggle with my hands, so I've got de Quervain syndrome, and I think it was originally the way I held my tweezers, but it's still there, and my eyes. So getting prescription glasses was a big thing. I still struggle with my eyes, and this week I bought a Glamcore light, so I have my Glamcore and my ring light, just to get more white light onto the client's face. My aha moments, just not to be afraid to ask.
Bonnie is just asking, hey Julia, what's this live about? We were just testing if Sue could actually come on, because we're starting a new weekly lash vlog, I suppose, with different artists, featuring them and their story behind it, their favorite products, and also sharing their social media and business. So I think we can really help each other to get out there a little bit more. And it's good to hear someone else's story and how they came to lashing and the struggles they went through, because it doesn't make you feel like you're so alone. This is what it's about, Vonnie. I hope that helped. Anya? Okay, bye. See you later. Sorry. My store manager is just leaving. Where were we before that?
About how I overcame my struggles.
Overcame their struggles.
It's just, well, I still have a few struggles, but I just ask now. I'm not afraid to ask or to post. And if I see someone else asking, and I'll give my opinion as well now, whereas I wouldn't before. But it's just asking. It's just learning to have a bit of confidence to ask for help. And if there's a group, if something's happening that's affordable, like a business course or that I know I can afford, I will sign up, and I always get so much out of it, and that's just what keeps me going, I think. Yeah, and I love what I do. I love it. So I'm doing boot camp. I just saw Kelly's popped on. I'm doing boot camp on Monday. Woohoo!
What kind of boot? Actually boot camp, not like lash boot camp.
Yeah, lash boot camp. Business boot camp. Business boot camp I'm doing.
Nice.
So
we're also glad to have you. I was gonna say, what is your favorite type of client that you have come in?
I love my favourites are the sort of the young girls, the 23 to 28-year-olds. It's funny because I really believe your vibe attracts your tribe, and a lot of my girls, I know I'm quite a compassionate person, and a lot of my young girls, I've sort of become like the mother duck. So they come fortnightly without fail, come and get their lashes done, and I'm like their second mum, and I love it. So that's my favourite client.
I hear that a lot, actually. Yeah,
that's my favourite.
If you are in your 40s, 50s, or even 60s, some lash artists are in their 60s, they attract a lot of young girls. I totally believe that is a mother figure thing.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't have a great relationship with their own mother.
I don't know. And I just, we have, they call it their therapy sessions. So.
Yes, lash therapy. It's like being a hairdresser. It's similar.
Yes.
What are some, sorry, did you say? No. I got another couple of things here for those who are just joining in, because people keep watching and then going off and then new people are coming up. What is your Facebook and your Instagram handle so people can start following you?
Okay. My Instagram is lash underscore and underscore glow, GLO. And my Facebook is Lash and Glo Warnbro, WARNBRO. But if you look up Lash and Glo, you'll find me anyway. So
yeah. What are some of your favorite? I have two more things here. What are some of your favorite lash artists to follow on social media or Instagram? Is there anyone? Because not everybody knows very many people.
I know, but my favorite is Kyla. I love Kyla. I love her work.
Kyla is awesome.
She posted a coloured eyelash. She did coloured eyelashes a few years ago now, and from that day on, she's just been my superhero. So I follow so many.
Side note, for those who don't know Kyla, Kyla, Kyla Kidd, KIDD. She's now official Lash Tribe trainer for Canada as well. So I'm very excited to have her on board. Just as a side note. She's a really, really good trainer.
I have lots of people that I follow. Just no one is more. Everybody's so different, and you take something away from all of them. I just love watching everyone, and I've got lots of lots of people that I think are mentors that have helped me. Yeah.
Great. I follow a lot of the Russian artists at the moment. I don't understand a word they're saying, but it's really interesting. I watch their little videos on Instagram, and I watch a lot of YouTube videos on lashing and cosmetic tattooing at the moment, but in different languages.
Yeah.
They just seem to be more advanced over there than we are here in Australia. So I always like to kind of take input from them.
Yeah, I follow a few because of the Russian girls as well. Their work is amazing. They are they're like Picassos, aren't they? They're just at the top of, some of them are just, amazing.
Yeah. Then the very, very last thing before you can go back to work or have your lunch or whatever, because I know actually you're 2 hours in front of me, not behind me. Yeah. What is one thing you would tell a total beginner, one tip you can really give them? If you're just starting out in lashes and you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, what is one tip? What is a tip that you would have given yourself just starting out? Would do a little bit differently maybe?
Research your trainer and find a good trainer, and just have faith in yourself. Don't undermine yourself. Don't second guess yourself. And to ask, if you're worried, ask questions. Find someone that's in your area, because that's what I really wished I had, someone in my local area that I could say, hey, I don't know how to do this, can you help me? But I didn't at that time, and I was too afraid to ask. So but basically, I mean, I know you've got just someone close by, that a mentor, find a mentor. Yeah.
So courses are great, like online courses and everything, but for you, it is really to have that one-on-one contact.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's why I've clicked with a couple of ladies. I've never met them, except one I've met, but online, and they're my go-to ladies. Are so cool. They help me with everything. So, and not to be afraid to ask. I mean, poor old Valmay, I talk her ears off asking questions.
And of course, you can ask me questions.
I know, but you're so busy. You're so busy. I know I can ask you. I know I can. I know I can. And there's a few others I can as well. But I think to a newbie is to find someone, even if they're not famous, they don't have to be famous, or just someone in the industry, maybe that lives in the next suburb or something, that you can have a rapport with. Yeah.
And a little bit of accountability as well.
Yeah.
I think it's great to have.
Yeah. Because really, you've done your course and everything. You're going at it blind. You don't know what you're doing, really. You're just doing what you've taught and hoping for the best, really. And then as you go on, you get more experienced, I guess.
That's right. Yeah. Awesome. Well, I don't have anything else on my list. Is there anything you want to add?
No, this is good. Thank you very much for having me.
No, thanks. I hope this was like interesting for people to see as well, where other people are at, where they just started from, what their favorite mentors are and products to use. And I think we'll keep this going weekly. Now, I want to also put these on YouTube. So if you want to follow Sue, it's Lash and Glo with the O, not the W at the end, right?
No W.
No W. You can do that on Instagram and Facebook. And if you want to see this video, you can go to lashtribe.tv, which is our YouTube channel, to have that on there as well. But we'll leave the video up in the group too. And I'll contact all the other ladies that were interested in going live. And hopefully we'll do this at least once a week, because I think it's just so important that we really get to know each other in here. There's so many people in here now. And it's getting a little bit impersonal, I think, because so many people are in here and there's a lot of spam and we're deleting a lot of people. We're banning a lot of people. So I want to just keep it a little bit more intimate.
Yeah,
I believe is the right word. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Sue. It was so good to talk to you.
Thanks, Julia. Thank you for inviting me.
I didn't get to see you when I was in Perth.
I know. That was pretty devastating, but that's okay. There'll be other times.
There will be other times for sure. All right, my love. Take care.
You too.
And
bye, everyone.
I want to hear more about your adhesive when you've tried it on more people.
Yes, absolutely.
I'll follow up on that with you.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, no worries.
Fantastic.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.